to be a grandmother again, yet again. So she was having a fear whether she would be able to take care of her grandchild or not. Within a month, her daughter-in-law delivered a baby, and she was the one running around all over the hospital.
The way she writes case sheets is amazing. Okay, so whatever she communicates with the client, she notes it down. What are the changes observed? Everything. She's quite a meticulous. So I told her, if I come to Pune, I'll come and steal all your case sheets. Okay, so wonderful transformation, Sally. Wonderful, wonderful work. And we are coming to the business end of the second session. Now we have an amazing coach from Ghaziabad, NCR, Neelam Jain. And somebody told me, I mean, like when I presented one of my osteoarthritis reversal case, so people were like quite skeptical. Is it possible to reverse osteoarthritis through diet? No, not just with diet, but with holistic approach, we can. And here is a wonderful case study by Neelam Jain. Neelam, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, sir. So, guys, I would not call this osteoarthritis. I would call this particular case immovable to I am movable. Sir, is the slides visible?
Yeah, they are. Please go ahead.
Great. So now what we are doing is we'll go a bit in a story format. I would depict the story of a female. First, I would tell you why I chose this particular case. All females who attain an age of 50 years or above usually have a problem of menopause, right? By 50, 55, 60, maximum they have a menopause. And then what happens is they lose the charm of their living. They because now their family is independent. She was taking care of her family and her husband and everybody, but now they have their own small families. So in a nuclear family of 4 people, they still have another 4 people who are living in a family but have their life. So what happens to these females is they lose the motivation, they lose the mobility, they lose the control. This is what is usually the case with all Indian females. So this is where every female can relate. And they feel that now they are of no use. This is what this particular client came to me with. So we spent almost 2 hours taking a history, which pretty much had her name, which is changed. She is typically North Indian, 57 years of age, attained menopause. She was a housewife, has a husband, 2 sons, and a grandchild when we met first. The major problem she had was overweight, thyroid, and constipation, osteoarthritis, palpitation while she was walking. So she was gasping for breathing, right? And as mentioned, with every female, even she was scared of eating anything and everything with the fear of gaining weight. The first thing she told me is, "Ma'am, pani bhi peeti ho to lag jata hai." As if I drink water and even that hits me back, making me obese, right? So the type, when we are in a holistic approach, everybody has said we took 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. What exactly are we doing there is just not the 24-hour recall, which is typically getting up time, eating something, skipping the lunch, having some tea and dinner, right? Other than that, we also include the mental aspect, the spiritual aspect, the social aspect, everything inclusive. So here is where the quantitative part came into picture. The major problem she had was just not unable to eat, but she was not able to sleep also properly because of the pain she was having. And water intake was typically less, as I mentioned, कि पानी भी लग जाता था, तो इस fear से she was not even drinking water. Then the areas of address in holistic, we have 7 different areas which surround a person. So it is not the person we are talking about, we are talking about the environment around that person. But here in this case, the major areas to address were 3: the physical health, the mental health, and the social problems. Physical health, her diet was not balanced, and because of that, she had indigestion issues. Mentally, she lost the confidence as she was not able to walk because of the osteoarthritis that she was having. She was comparing herself with other females, thinking that वो मुझसे better कैसे हैं, इस एज में वो कैसे चल पा रहे हैं. And whenever she had something, she would ask for approval. अच्छा ये बताओ ये कर सकती है नहीं कर सकती. अपने husband से, बेटे से, बहू से पूछना how they are going about it. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Even when she came to me, the major reluctance was कुछ होगा भी या ऐਵੇਂ ही मुझे boiled खाना खाना पड़ेगा. Right? So even there also she was asking for my approval and the person who got her here. Socially, she had a guilt because she was gaining weight again and again. She had a restricted movement, so she was not able to participate. She lives in a society in Delhi. There are societies which have more than 100 flats in one particular society. So these societies conduct different functions. कभी गणेश चतुर्थी हो गया, दिवाली हो गया, तो they have multiple functions, but she is not able to participate. In spite she wants to. Because of that, she was unhappy, right? So just not the diet, but we intervene slowly and steadily over a period of 5 to 6 months. The first basic intervention was we asked her on the physical health, check what you feed your sense organs. So here we are just not talking about what we feed through mouth, what we see, what we hear, what we touch, what we smell. Everything comes under a person. Your skin connects all your sense organs. So anything and everything that touches you would change the kind of hormones that you have, the kind of feeling that you have. So for example, we are sitting and we are watching a comedy movie. So we'll laugh more. That is why the food that we are eating would have a better impact. But now we are watching a scary movie or we are watching some news which has a murder scene. Obviously, you would not feel like eating, right? So not only the food that is going into you, but other sense organs typically drives what your body would finally get. Then second thing that physically we did was move what is easily movable. She was not able to move her knees. She was not able to move her thigh, but at least her upper body was movable. So we started with minor exercises for the upper body. Right? So for example, since she's 50-year-old, she cannot sit down. She cannot walk. So we asked her to do chair yoga. There is where she was happy to at least move the upper body part, making it lighter. Since the upper body is getting lighter, her butt area also started getting lighter and her thighs were able to support it. So there was less pressure on her knees. Right? Then second, as we said that she was so scared of eating, that she was not preparing a food for herself. She used to prepare for husband, and that is what she was eating. Her favorite food was suppose paneer, but her husband liked ghee, so she was making a ghee for him and not eating paneer. कि दो जने के लिए क्या बना? So we had to remove that fear. Then she was very scared of eating potato. People have a fear of eating potato, thinking that that is causing fat. Potato never causes fat. It is how you process it that causes fat. So we had to discuss on that particular fears also, right? Then she was another thing that we decided was eat it and beat it. That means if you had consumed, she goes to kitty party. So she was scared of eating at a kitty party. She used to just take one piece of each and relish it. What we decided is, okay, the day you have a kitty party, go ahead, enjoy the food, then work out a bit more. So balance your calorie, whatever you're eating, balance it with whatever you're working on. This is how the second intervention done. Then we came into the third part of intervention, social health. That is, she started experimenting with whatever she's eating. Say, for example, she wants to eat potato. I cannot ask her to eat potato by making a tikki, but then she can do a shallow fry. So this kind of self-experimentation started to happen. She was scared of eating eggs because she thinks that egg is a non-vegetarian dish. Agree, but then that is a source of protein which she needs. So we started experimenting there also. Now, she was an avid yoga learner. She had learned yoga, but because she was not able to sit down, she was not able to take the classes. But with that, she started doing yoga for herself and teaching a group also. The society, 100 people. So out of them, 10 people used to start come to her, and they started doing the chair yoga again. That way, she's connected socially also. So there is where we say respect yourself so that others start respecting you. And then from not movable or immovable, she started being movable. I am movable. Going with the standard nutrition, these are the this is the before after pic. These are the parameters because she was on to thyroid medicine when we met. She was on to the BP medicine. She was on to osteoarthritic medicine, which were 4 in number. She was on to this loose kind of a thing for her constipation. And all these parameters we started when in November, December, these were the parameters. April 2023, these were the parameters without a single medicine in her life. So within 6 months, no medicine. She reduced from 81 to 69. The fat percent gone, the visceral fat gone, and the circumferences changed drastically. The best part, what we felt was the day we ended this session within 2 months. Okay, she came to me with that fear that she's going to be a grandmother again, yet again. So she was having a fear whether she would be able to take care of her grandchild or not. The day we ended this session, within a month, her daughter-in-law delivered a baby, and she was the one running around all over the hospital to do all the tasks that are usually done in the hospital. So that was the day when she thanked me for that particular thing. And I thanked her for teaching me very beautiful lesson of life, which I am going to share with you. This thyroid is nothing but self-limitation. So we learned together that you can change whenever you want. She is 57-year-old and she wants to change now. Then anybody and everybody in the world can change themselves. She had a high BP because she was not letting go, releasing the past, forget the future, but she was living in now, the present moment. Because now she started teaching all the rest of the females how to do proper yoga. She was overweight because she was so focused on the numbers. She was so focused on getting an approval, whether I'm looking lean or not. Should I do this? Should I not do this? So it is your personality. You have to accept yourself and love yourself first. The constipation, we learned together that we have to start afresh daily. If it does not happen today, it will definitely change tomorrow. Not only constipation, but any problem in your life can change tomorrow because tomorrow is a new beginning. Like start afresh today. Osteoarthritis, as sir said, it was definitely an osteoarthritis because we had the scans of her x-rays and everything telling us that there was a very small gap between her joints. But then that even did not stop her. She had that life force going, the prana, which we call, she let it flow, and that is why she is running around all over her house. Palpitation because she was not accepting the life as it comes. She was waiting for others to let it come. Now she can accept her life as it comes. And going back, this was her love letter for me. I don't call these as testimony, I call it a love letter. I'll just read it in English. Before meeting you, I had a pain in my legs. I was overweight and I had different problems, and I was on different medications for pretty long time, almost 6 to 7 months. I was on different medication. And when I met you, I had a doubt that I might have to eat boiled food or the salads. But you damaged that Brahm, and you gave me whatever I wanted to eat, and still I could see the weight loss. In a span of 4 to 5 months, I had seen that my weight has dropped down by 13.5 kg. My knee pain had been totally gone. My BP medicine had been reduced. My thyroid medicine is 1/3, which is almost negligible. And I pray to God that I stay this way with full confidence And thanks to you for all the efforts that we had put together. This was a love letter that she had given me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful learning of acceptance and changing ourselves on a daily basis.